Have you ever had a thought that scared you so much you started watching yourself, waiting to see if you'd lose control? Maybe you Googled symptoms. Maybe you checked your pupils in the mirror. Maybe you asked someone, "Do you think I seem off?" And underneath it all is that quiet, haunting question: what if I'm going crazy? The fear of going crazy is one of the most primal human fears. It's not about psychosis, not really, because you don't know when you're psychotic. It's about losing control, about not being able to trust your own mind. For many, this shows up as health anxiety or somatic OCD, constantly scanning for signs that something's wrong. For others, it's the fear that a panic attack, intrusive thought, or moment of unreality means they're losing their mind. The paradox is that fear itself is what makes the symptoms worse. You feel dizzy, and then your body panics, and then your brain thinks, is this the start of something? And then your adrenaline spikes, and now you do feel off. It's a self-feeding loop between the body, the brain, and fear. And because the brain is wired to detect danger, it fixates, constantly checking to see if the danger has passed. But with anxiety, the checking is the danger. This is an important one. People who fear going crazy almost never are. Do you know why? Because awareness is the difference. People in a psychotic episode usually lack insight. They don't know they're psychotic. That's kind of what makes it psychosis. They believe their reality fully. People with this fear are often hyper aware, self-monitoring, and analyzing every thought. What they're experiencing isn't delusion, it's doubt. And doubt is the engine of anxiety. Common triggers are high stress or trauma, sleep deprivation, panic attacks that feel unreal, THC or hallucinogens sometimes, which can temporarily alter perception. Family history of mental illness and major life transitions or identity shifts can trigger a sense of vulnerability in someone. And once your brain decides, I'm in danger, even normal sensations start to feel suspicious. So how do you calm the spiral? Well, you can't logic your way out of this fear because the part of your brain that's afraid isn't logical. Instead, ground your body first. Slow your breathing. Feel your feet touching the ground. Look around the room. Label the fear. Say to yourself, label the fear. Tell yourself, this is my anxious brain scanning for danger again. Refocus on reality testing. You're aware, oriented, and coherent. That's evidence of health, not illness. Reduce checking behaviors. Every time you Google or self-assess, you reinforce the fear loop. Get enough sleep. Exhaustion is one of the most common triggers of I feel like I'm losing it thoughts. The goal isn't to never worry again. It's to stop believing that worry equals proof. People do recover from this through exposure and response prevention, which is ERP, also CBT, and learning to tolerate uncertainty, just learning to sit in discomfort. Through naming what's happening instead of fearing it, saying, this is anxiety, not insanity. Over time, the body learns, I've felt this before and I've survived. The human mind is powerful. It can heal, imagine, create, and yes, sometimes scare the hell out of itself. But fearing your own mind doesn't mean it's broken. It means it's trying to protect you. And the moment you start seeing your fear for what it actually is, not a prophecy, but a reflex, a loop, you start reclaiming control. You're not losing your mind. You're just hearing it panic. And that's something we can work with. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time.